Welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. This is the continuation of the Idaho 4 student murders series. Today I'm looking at something a little bit different. I'm actually doing a reading for Samantha Nelson, who is Steve Goncalves' daughter and Kaylee Goncalves' half-sister. I just want to make something clear here that in the comments section on one of the videos, I'm not sure which one, I had some comments from a lady called Katina, I think her name was, claiming that she is Samantha's mother, and I did ask her, if you're watching, Samantha, I asked if you could email me because I really just wanted confirmation that you are who you say you are. And I know that's, what's the word? I'm not at all accusing you of lying, but in this day and age, we have to be sure. So I just want to put a disclaimer out there that you have given me express permission to do this reading for your daughter, and one for yourself, which I will get round to as well. So I'm trusting you on your word that you are who you say you are. And also the other disclaimer I want to say is that normally I come into these readings with an unbiased starting point as I possibly can. However, this one's a little bit different because I did read your comments. So to be honest with you, I haven't actually retained a lot of it, but I did read your comments, and then after that I did do a bit of research on Samantha, and I found a TikTok video that she'd done. So I do have now got, when I say bias, I still will come into this with as an unbiased position as possible, but just in the spirit of being completely open and transparent. I have picked up some energy from Samantha just from watching a video. So, I'm not coming into this as with a blank space as I possibly can be. However, I am going to go through the cards in exactly the same way as I would any of the other people. Now, I know Samantha's not involved in this case, but what I think it will give is an outsider's perspective, someone who knows Steve Goncalves well, and we should be able to pick up some energy of who he is as a person from someone that is related to him, that knows him well, and potentially, maybe Kaylee as well. It's more a case of, like I said to you in one of the previous videos, it's much easier to get a view of what someone's actually like when we see it through someone else's eyes. So, Samantha, her name's Samantha Nelson. She's a Gemini. And what I know about her so far is that I believe Christy, and I don't know how or when, whether it was at the beginning of their relationship, Christy and Steve's relationship, or further in, but Christy kind of made express, it made it very clear that she didn't want Steve to have anything to do with Samantha, basically forbid him to see her, which I believe from what Samantha's mum has said, Steve continued to have contact with Samantha behind Christy's back, in secret, in private, which does say a lot about Steve and Christy's relationship in itself. We know who wears the trousers is what I'm saying. Disclaimer, this is a tarot reading. It is for entertainment purposes only. Everything that I am revealing or showing or talking about is pure speculation. It is not based on fact, and it is purely opinion. And Yeah, I'm not definitely not slandering anyone. And you can translate the information that I receive in any way that you wish, and I encourage you to do so. So let's start off with the clarifying life situations. Samantha. So I'm going to pull a couple of cards from each deck, as always. So, clarifying life situations, first card, higher wisdom. Explore options, learn what you can, and expand your horizons. So I don't know if there was a period here of Samantha actually being estranged from her dad and from the family for a period of time before Steve made contact with her again. But I do get the feeling that when they did make contact again, Samantha very much wanted to know everything. You know, she wanted information, not like she was not in the respect of in a suspicious way or anything, but just wanted to know what was going on. I don't know if she lost contact with Kaylee, but I just get the feeling of her wanting to know, what was happening, what had they been doing, how was Kaylee, and also probably I do sense this feeling of her really asking or hoping that Steve would be able to resolve this so that she would be welcomed back into the family, or welcomed into the family, I should say, because I don't know if her and Christy ever did meet, or it's such a weak thing to do, just to sort of say to Christy, for Steve to say to Christy, yeah, whatever you want, and allow that to happen. It just doesn't make sense to me, but that's my opinion and I shouldn't be bringing that into this. The next card is open to receive. Invite abundance with open arms, embrace the blessings waiting to flow into your life. So this feels like a really happy time for Samantha when the contact was made again. If there had been a period of no contact, that when the contact was made again and she sort of got her dad back in her life. I don't know, this could also indicate that he may have been helping fund her in some way. I know that she is now 33 years old. She's the same age as my eldest daughter, Samantha, so I feel a connection with her immediately, because she was born the 1st of June. My daughter was born on the 29th of June, so there's a connection there for me anyway. So yeah, I don't know if she, if her dad was helping fund something, doing whatever he could to help her, kind of thing. What a horrible situation. So let's now move into, I don't really want to use these crime cards, but I have to. So let's have a look at what lies beneath. So I'm obviously trying to be as open-minded as possible. So really we're looking at her and her dad at this point. But I am going to look at her and her half-sister as well, just to see what the situation is or was there. Wow. I'm running out of room. So, interesting. The first one I've got is total drama and action. I'm not sure what this is about, but I feel like there was some kind of I wonder if this is about Samantha's mum. Fighting for her daughter. Because I feel like some sort of fake situation was going on, not Samantha's mum, but it feels like some sort of some sort of illusion was being created, either around Samantha's mum, or some sort of drama was being created. It was a false drama. I've also got fake apology. So this, as soon as I turned this card over, it felt like a fake apology, probably from Christy. And I don't know if it's a fake apology from Christy to Samantha, or if it's a fake apology from Christy to Samantha's mum. And I don't know if that fake apology's come after Kaylee's death, or was it before? So let's have a look at what lies, what's the vibe? I mean, it might even be a fake apology from Steve to Samantha. I don't get the feel. See, I do feel a lot of guilt around Steve as far as this situation's concerned. I feel like one thing he desperately regrets is not standing up to Christy as far as this situation was concerned, especially after losing Kaylee, because he feels like he's wasted so much. So so this card says, smell the roses, slow down, take some you time, get out in nature. It feels like fatherly advice. It feels like times when potentially Samantha was struggling with emotional health issues, that he would have been giving her advice to just do exactly that, slow down, take some time out. And then we've got this longing, missing you, let's talk, reunion. So this feels like the offer that was made to her when they reconnected. But also, I do wonder if he kept making promises that he would sort this out, and that they would, that he would, it wouldn't be this way forever, that he would talk Christy round. And did he tell her? Did he tell Samantha the reason why was because of Christy? And if that was the case, did he keep saying to her, don't worry, just give it time, it will be okay in the end, I'll sort it, I promise? It's all that kind of thing. So next, have we done what lies beneath? Okay, let's have a look at the path of shadows. We're getting a bit dark now, guys. I'm not reading them because there's about 20, so don't moan at me. So this card says overthinking, each thought a labyrinth, endless, obscure. There is no peace amidst this self-imposed torture. Sorry, you can't see it, guys. It's a really bad card to see. This makes me feel like, and again, I'm not entirely sure if this was before the murders or if it was after, but I certainly feel all of that for Samantha after Kaylee died. She's probably driven herself crazy about what happened. I don't feel like she had any contact with Kaylee. And it's kind of that thing of driving yourself crazy. If she'd had contact, would she have known something? And then if it's before the murders, again, it could be both. She'd be driving herself crazy as to why. What was the real reason that her dad wasn't fighting for her, standing up for her? She probably went through what I feel for her is this real awful emotional turmoil of coming to the conclusion that it was her, that she was, that he was ashamed of her in some way. She wasn't good enough. The next one's really interesting. Mask, duality, protection, caution. it almost feels like a double life kind of energy. And on the surface, to Samantha, he was leading a double life because he was her dad, but then had a second life with his family. But there's something deeper than this that she sensed about him. Duality, protection, caution. Did he ever... I wonder if Steve Goncalves ever kind of gave a hint that she could be in danger. When I say a hint, I mean a hint. I don't mean he would have just come out with "you're in danger," but it would have certain the ways he would have. I don't know. It's like the level of concern for her well-being would have alerted her to thinking, why, what's the problem here? Why does he keep asking? Just makes me feel uneasy. Like before the murders happened, that he seemed overly concerned for her welfare if they were in contact at that time. So I am now doing the True Crime Oracle. I'm going to have to think well outside the box for these. We've got clean up. And revenge. I wonder if Steve's been in contact with Samantha since it happened. Because I just kind of pick up the energy of this being Steve telling Samantha that that's what this was. It was a revenge killing. But what? I mean, revenge, as in because he was... I mean, the narrative that he's giving the public is that Brian Koberger did it because he was humiliated, because he was turned down after making an advance on Kaylee, and therefore it was a revenge killing. And I don't know if that's him speaking to Samantha, or... It's just that clean-up card keeps jumping out at me as being Steve cleaning up, and I don't mean like the crime scene. I mean like going around and trying to clean up people's opinions, and it's like make sure that everyone's on the same page, thinking the same way. As I picked up before, it kind of feels like that. Is that make sure everyone all knows that this was a revenge killing. It was Brian Koberger, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I don't know if he ever had that conversation with Samantha. But equally, I could be picking up Samantha's energy of her watching her dad on all of the, interviews and you know, social media posts and God knows what else. It could equally be that. So let's do some tarot. So we're looking at higher wisdom, explore options, learn what you can and expand your horizons. I wonder if he helped pay for some sort of education or to go travelling, something like that. So we have the Four of Pentacles reversed. The Nine of Pentacles reversed. King of Swords reversed. So I can't actually remember Steve Goncalves' birth sign. I think, is he a Scorpio? I don't know if I've got that right. It doesn't matter. Because so this kind of feeling of like I said, when Steve made contact with Samantha again, she wanted to know, you know, she just wanted to know what was going on. She wanted to feel like she was part of that family, even if she wasn't physically part of it. Four of Pentacles in reverse shows that Steve wasn't really giving up much information to her. It's a feeling of trying to keep tight control on a situation, but in a way failing as well. The Nine of Pentacles reversed. You know, and I've been trying to figure out why would he do that? Why? Surely he can't be that afraid of Christy. And what I get from this is that what he stood to lose is that if Christy had, you know, sort of at the extreme end of things, ended their marriage, he would have lost a lot of money. And I don't know if they have a prenup or whatever, but that's what he was most afraid of, is wasn't losing Christy, it was losing money. The King of Swords reversed, which I do think is Steve, even though he's not an air sign, but he comes through with air energy in the negative, which is about lies. It's about, you know, whatever he was feeding Samantha wasn't the truth. He was giving her his version of the truth, which wasn't the truth, and leading her on as well, which is so we have open to receive, and this is where I think possibly that he may have helped fund her in some way, travelling or education, I don't know, but this was a really happy time for Samantha. Five of Cups. It wasn't happy for long. Six of Swords. The Hermit reversed. So it feels like he opened up an opportunity for her by paying for something. But from that comes this sense of real sadness with the Five of Cups. It's like it's not what she was expecting. I don't know what he made her believe or what she thought he'd promised her. But she got the... It's like he funded something, but then... So the kind of feeling it gives me is if, for example, he'd funded some education, that she was kind of expecting him to then show an interest in that journey that she was on. Or if it was about travel, that, again, same thing, be interested in that, you know, what it was. And it feels like that there was just a real lack of interest or a lack of involvement. It was just like, here's your money, shut up. Not literally, but that's how it would have felt for Samantha. And she didn't ask for it either. I don't feel like she asked for it. I think he, you know, it's probably... He probably did it to try and make himself feel better. We've also got the Six of Swords, which is about travel. It can be about travel. So maybe she did go travelling with that money. And then we've got the Hermit reversed. So it made her... It feels like it made Samantha feel even more alone after that, because then she just felt like it was, I don't know, it's made her feel worse. So let's see, total drama action. What's this about, please? Three of Wands. So this is about third parties, total drama. So I do sense this friction, this like conflict between Steve, Christy and Samantha's mum. But I just feel this sense of like everything being blown up out of proportion, like dramatized by Christy. There's something here about Olivia as well. I wonder if Olivia is the drama queen in this. I wonder if Olivia found out that Steve had paid for, or when she found out about Samantha and also found out that he'd paid for her, whatever that was, travel or education, and she lost her shit. Because that may have been something that she's always asked for but never had. I don't know. It feels like something like that. The Queen of Pentacles reversed. Should have checked these signs before I did this, guys. Queen of Pentacles reversed. So this is someone who's very overly concerned with money. I reckon this is Christy. Money comes first before anything else. Yeah, it's just like she puts money at the top of everything, top of every list. She probably has a very tight control over the purse strings in the family. Steve is not allowed to spend what he wants on who he wants. Kind of feels like that. So it almost feels like she's found out about that as well, Christy. So there was total drama here, because there would have been Olivia losing her mind because of, you know, you gave that to someone, you know, first of all, you've been hiding her. I didn't even know I had a sister or half sister. and you also tell me that you've been paying for her to do X, Y, and Z, and how many times have I asked you for the same thing? And then there's Christy, who's losing her mind because he's been spending money behind her back. I don't know. That's what it feels like. That the Hanged Man in reverse. There's just a total lack of perspective here from Christy and Olivia, if it's Olivia as well. I'm assuming did this all come out afterwards? I don't know, because I don't see Kaylee in this, which is weird. Fake apology. Unless this is, so I'm confusing myself now, unless this was all about him doing this for Kaylee, not Samantha. And that's why Samantha was feeling sadness. I don't know. But anyway, fake apology clarified by the lovers. 10 of Swords. 2 of Wands. So this fake apology, because the lovers is Gemini as well. So is this a fake apology to Samantha from Steve? Is this a fake apology from Steve to Christy? Ten of Swords, endings. So I don't know if what happened, because again, I mean, I know, I say I came with this with bias, and now I have no clue what's happening. Were they in contact? This blew up, and then they were off again. There was no contact again after that, before the murders. But then I do feel like there was this odd bit of contact where Steve was just constantly concerned with Samantha's welfare. But the Ten of Swords means that there was an ending. Unless this was the time of the murders that I'm looking at here. Two of Wands, which is making plans. Fake apology, the lovers, Ten of Swords. Yeah, I don't know. It may be that this all kind of happened at once. That at the time of their unliving, that obviously someone had to tell Samantha's mum and Samantha, and with that came a fake apology about, you know, if it was Steve that told her, and I don't know if it was, just to say he was sorry that things weren't better. I don't know, it just feels that kind of thing. Two of Wands, then making plans. That could be, you know, all the plans you have to make when something as awful as that happens. I presume that Samantha's mum knew about it and had to tell Samantha. So then we've got smell the roses, slow down, take some you time, get out in nature. See, was this Steve talking to Samantha after to help her cope? Telling her to you know, take time to grieve. Clarified by the 8 of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, 7 of Swords. Wow. The 8 of Cups is about walking away, leaving something behind. Is this... I mean, you'd like to think that something like this would make Steve, like, form a stronger bond with the daughter that he didn't can't think of the word, with the daughter that he neglected. But it feels more like he did the opposite. Unless Samantha did that, unless Samantha said, no, I don't want anything to do with you. I don't know. 7 of Swords, lack of trust. So it does feel like she, at this point, was just like, I can't trust anything you say. I don't believe you. Not that she would have said that, but she may have felt it. The Wheel of Fortune. Just felt like everything was changing all the time. One minute she thought one thing. It's that feeling of, you know, like I said, she was probably following her dad's every move on through the media, through the web pages. But it's like there's a lot of contradiction here that she would have picked up on. He would have said one thing one day, and then the next day said the opposite, and she's just like, what the hell is going on? So we've got longing, missing you, let's talk, reunion. So I wonder if he reached out after. Let's see how she responded. The Tower reversed. Tower reversed. Did she even respond? I definitely feel this sense of like Samantha just wanting to absolutely lose all her emotions to her dad, but she probably didn't. She probably suppressed it. She stopped herself from doing it, but she was so close to just telling him everything, how she felt and what he'd done and how he deprived her of her relationship with Kaylee. 2 of Cups, that's her relationship with Kaylee. Because I presume she has memories of Kaylee. Did Kaylee even know her? Maybe Kaylee never knew her. They never met. So this is what this is Samantha imagining what it could have been like. That's so sad. They would have been so close as well. They're both Gemini. She probably felt this spiritual connection to Kaylee. She probably does now. The 9 of Cups reversed. So this is Samantha empty, numb. It's like that feeling that nothing could make this better. Nothing can. And I get it. I get it. My God. Samantha's mum, I can see why you would be so angry. So the next card, which is overthinking, each thought a labyrinth, endless, obscure, there is no peace amidst this self-imposed torture, which is exactly what Samantha's going through. Clarified by the Nine of Swords, which is fear, abandonment, anxiety. God. Six of Wands reversed. It's just this never-ending emotional battle. It's not even a battle. It feels like she's given up. Not now she's given up, but at the time it just felt she didn't know how to come back from this. The Sun. So I don't know what. I feel like this was, again, her mum did something here to kind of take her away from this environment. Maybe took her on holiday. I don't know. Took her on vacation. Sorry for you guys in America. To get her away from this situation, even if it was for a week or two, because it was just too much. Oh my God, what is going on? So we've got mask, duality, protection, caution. And I said this was about Steve being weird before the unalivings. The Devil in reverse. I mean, I say it's before, but I'll give him his due. It could have been after as well. He may have been looking out for Samantha after the unalivings, asking if she's safe. I don't know why I picked up it was before, but he might have been doing it after as well. The Page of Cups. It's weird. It feels like someone coming towards Samantha that's suddenly being all like sickly sweet and loving and caring, and I don't know if this is Olivia trying to make a connection with her. Five of Swords reversed. Whatever she was trying to do didn't work. If it's Olivia, and I don't know if it is. I feel it's more someone like Olivia than it would be Christy, but this is definitely a female. Clean up. Justice in reverse. Have a look at that. So, as I said, this feels like Steve going around after the event, just making sure everyone was clear on what happened. You know, like, even if this is something he genuinely believes, and I'm not saying that he was going around because he knew the truth, but he's trying to feed everyone a load of bull. Even if it's something that he truly believed, he's having to make sure that everyone is thinking the same thing, because he wants justice. But the truth of this card is, justice in reverse is injustice. It's almost like, let's do a clean up because we have to make sure that everyone believes the lies. Ace of Pentacles reversed. Was he waving money around again? He wouldn't have been waving money around for Samantha at that point, surely. Two of Swords reversed. Just being at crossroads, not knowing what to do, what to think. You know, it feels very, Samantha's very confused at this point because, again, I said it felt like she had alarm bells about what's wrong with him. Why is he behaving like this? He's acting weird. And since this has happened, it feels like she's at some sort of crossroads where she doesn't know what to do or what to think or how to behave because something doesn't feel right. And then we've got revenge, which is clarified by the Three of Cups. So he's trying to make out that this was a revenge act of revenge killing. The Three of Cups. I don't know what this has got to do with Samantha, but I just get the weirdest image of Steve, Christy, and Olivia all toasting, like raising a glass. But we're not talking about toasting Kaylee here. It's like, job well done, or I don't know. Like we'll stick together no matter what kind of thing. But it does feel like they've either just got through something and they're all like toasting each other, well done, we did it, or it's like I don't know, like we can do this. We as long as we stick together, we can do this. Cheers. You know, let's. I don't know. It's weird. The Four of Cups. So we come back to Samantha. It feels like she's detached herself from Steve, from her dad, and from the rest of the family. It feels like she's detached herself from that situation, but she's doing other things in her own capacity to help her get through it. She's really trying to connect with Kaylee in so many different ways. And then Three of Swords reversed. So she is absolutely heartbroken for so many reasons. She feels guilty. She feels... This is making me emotional. Yeah, I just feel this sense of... She feels guilty because she didn't do more to try and connect with her sister before she died, and it wasn't her fault. She feels like she could have done something if she tried, or... But then did she even know about her? That's what I don't understand. I don't know why she feels guilty if she didn't even know about her. She must have known about her. Yeah, okay. Tough one, guys. If anyone is interested in a private reading, my email address is in the description below. It's revelationtarotgb@gmail.com. revelationtarotgb@gmail.com. Any readings that are booked with me for the foreseeable future, I'm giving away my audio guided meditation to help you meet your spirit guides. So drop me an email, and on that subject, if Samantha's mum, if you want to drop me an email on the back of this reading, please do so. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but apart from that, yeah, I'm going to leave it there because I don't need to know more on this part of the reading, but I will do Samantha's mum next, which I think will be even more eye-opening. Thank you so much, guys. As always, thank you for your love, your support, your encouragement, and your engagement. I return it to you tenfold. See you next time. Enjoy the journey.